Hello, everyone. My name is Deborah. This is Meet an Entrepreneur. Today, I have a very special guest. Her name is Adeola. I'll bring her to the camera so that she can tell us who she is. Hello.
Hi, thank you very much, Deborah.
Welcome to the show, Meet an Entrepreneur. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. So tell us who you are, Adeola.
First of all, I want to say thank you, Deborah, for the opportunity to be on your show. Thank you for inviting me, and I appreciate it. My name is Adeola Ayanwale. I'm the owner and founders of A&E Financial Services. We specialize in taxes, small businesses, and individual taxes.
Thank you for that introduction. So you specialize in finances, taxes, and I'm assuming insurance as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, this is the moment where I believe most businesses, especially entrepreneurs, small and medium businesses, have a lot of questions when it comes to taxes, especially with the pandemic and all the helps that we have out there, the resources with the PPP, EIDL, and some private investors that are also helping small and medium entrepreneurs. So tell me, Adeola, what have you encountered during the pandemic regarding taxes and your clients?
Thank you very much for that question. During the pandemic, we've examined quite a number of things. Um, we have quite a number of requests about people want to apply for EIDL, which we helped quite a number of clients, for that loan processing and also for PPP as well. We had a lot of requests, a lot of people that want to apply for that particular loans, and we also assist them in processing their loan. We also had clients that trying to file past taxes that they haven't filed for a while, and because of EIP, the stimulus check, AKK stimulus check, we had to prepare those taxes as well. So we've been helping quite a number of people during this pandemic with their taxes and making sure that um, they're able to get a proper help that they needed.
So tell me, among the people that you were able to help, did you have a lot of them that were actually approved for the loans? What was the success rate?
Yes, absolutely. We had a lot of people, pretty much everyone that we've assisted with the loan got approved. At least I would say our approval rate was 95%. And clients that we couldn't collab, due to maybe their credit background, their credit score, that has been the major issue. And clients that their book were not properly they're not properly in orders, those were the clients that we had issue with. But most clients that their book were right and having the proper setup for their business were able to get approved with PPP.
Okay, so I know that you help with the books. Can you please explain what that means to us?
As for the book, I will tell you that means getting your business right, meaning setting up your business in a proper way, keeping your business separately from your personal account, having a business account separately from business. What we notice is a lot of people mixed up both. What their personal account is what they're using for business account, which is no, no, no. Because when you're applying for a loan, this really play major factors when they're asking you for your bank statement and your books are not in order. You are, what's supposed to be a business account, you're using it for personal. So those were the issues we try to help clients to understand, that the importance of keeping your books, your accounts separately, and also helping clients to understand the importance of keeping your receipt as a business, as a small businesses. When you buy things, you need to be able to keep your receipt, understanding how to properly organize your expenses, your business expenses from your personal. Those were the things that we try to do with small businesses, and also help with cash flow, and also make sure that, that your receivable, they're coming in on time and all that, and making sure that your invoices were turning into cash instead of liability.
So I'm hearing a lot here: receivable, liabilities, invoice. That seems a lot for a small business or an entrepreneur to handle. So, what would be your best advice? Are there any softwares that you can recommend to entrepreneurs? And even beyond having a software that can help with their books, what do you recommend? And if you can provide like any of your contact information so that the viewers, they know where to go for help. So that questions in itself has a lot of questions. I hope it's
Absolutely.
not a lot. Okay, I'll let you go ahead, please.
I feel like the first thing is, as an entrepreneur or as a small business owner, you need someone with a strong accounting background and taxation, someone that understands both. Once you have both, as your consultants, they help you through what navigated through your business, so you don't have to worry about those things. They'll be able to mentor you and tell you what needs to be done. Because I feel like that is important. That is the foremost important thing: hiring a good accountant to be able to help you with your books as a small business owner.
Okay, so is there any software that you can recommend?
Absolutely. I mean, most of the software that a lot of people are aware of is QuickBooks,
Okay.
that keep all your expenses. As an entrepreneur, you can use QuickBooks, and your accountant or your tax or your bookkeepers can help you, link that into your bank account, your business account, to be able to break down your expenses, And QuickBooks is a very, very, very good software. And they also Xerox that accountant use. So there's a lot out there, but the one that is very simple, that everyone could understand, is QuickBooks, which is very reasonable.
Well, so I'm hearing there are some software out there that can help, but even beyond the software, having a good accountant can save us from problems and benefit from resources just like the PPP.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
so tell me, let's go back a little bit from the fundamentals, if I may call it the fundamentals. As
Yeah.
an aspiring entrepreneur trying to start a business, how or based on what facts or information do you recommend whether filing as an LLC or sole proprietorship or even a corporation will be more beneficial at a starting stage for the business?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Deborah, for that question. Um, I was one the first and most important things when you are starting out as an entrepreneur is the proper way of structuring your business. It's determine how your taxation is going to be and what can save you a lot of, uh, tax reduction in the long run.
Mhm.
Um, as a small business or as entrepreneur, there's different type of business structuring. We have DBA, we have LLC, and we also have what we corporation. Now I'm going to talk about DBA, which is everyone knows as sole proprietors, right? Meaning you are
Mhm.
a single member LLC. I'm sorry, you are single member business owners, right? That is the simplest forms of business structured. It is very easy it's very easy to start up. You go to the courthouse, get your DBA, boom, you're running your business, you're running under your social, right? But the only risk with being a sole proprietress, known as GBA, is the fact that there is no protection, there is no personal protection. All the risks are on that you. So if you get sued, if there is a lawsuit, a potential client can sue you up to your personal asset. There is no forms of protection on that as a DBA. Even that it is very simple. That is the only issue with DBA. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, the tax advantage there is just being a self-employed. You have your profit and loss, and mostly people as that. The second one is LLC, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
LLC is on a state level, depending on what state you are in, right? You
Mhm.
have, LLC, which is known as limited
Yeah.
liability, corporation,
Mhm.
which pretty much protect your personal asset. It has some sort of protection on the state level, meaning
Mhm.
that there is a potential client that try to sue you, they could not go beyond the limited liability company asset. They
Mhm.
cannot come after you as an individual. They can only go
Mhm.
after the entities, right? It costs a little bit more. You have to register with your state. And I believe I'm in Texas. It's about 350 with all their charges that you will set up a limited liabilities,
Mhm.
right? But on the taxation part of an LLC, which is a single member LLC, you're still considered as a sole proprietress with the IRS, okay? Because you are just a single member LLC. You still file your taxes on Schedule C profit and loss as a DBA, right? But the
Mhm.
tricky part of LLC is this: you can elect with the IRS to be taxed as a corporation if you choose to, whether you want to be
Mhm.
taxed C corp or as an S corp, which is the advantage of an LLC. You have that potential to choose how to be taxed with IRS, which is very,
Mhm.
very, very beneficial. You have S Corp, which is pass through entities, and you have C Corp, which is more like a corporation, right? And each
Mhm.
has their advantage. There are much, much advantages when it comes to taxes, your long term
Mhm.
like a strategy when you go through those options than you just being a DBA,
Mhm.
okay, or just LLC, right? Then we
Mhm.
have a corporation on the state level. You can choose to register your business as a corporation, which is pretty much it's just a little bit much higher, and it's very advantageous, right? But the only thing is just they're just the expenses that
Mhm.
involved. Do you understand that? They're expensive to register and filing your taxes on a corporate level, You understand? So that is like the major advantage, advantages between structuring your business. When you decide to go to corporation, right? Meaning that you are filing 1120, you are filing US corporation taxes. And
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, you can purchase pretty much everything you want under the business as long as the business own it and all that. The only thing is when you have a profit under that corporation, your business is being taxed as a 20%. I'm sorry, 21% as a
Mm-hmm.
corporation compared to when you elect as an S corp, which is pass through entities. And that is pretty much, and these are very, very fundamental and they're very, very, very important on how you are being taxed in a long run, depending on your goals and what your plans are. Hope I was able to address that.
Yes, that's very clear. Thank you so much for explaining that to me. So,
Uh,
um, the next question is, okay, so we talk about the fundamentals, we talk about the books and few options that you talk about how to clean your books, how to make sure you're ready for any and every situations, especially what we are seeing now with the pandemic. The companies that were not ready, they couldn't really take advantage of the PPP, which is the federal, the SBA assistance that they had for businesses. And then we went back to the fundamentals and talked about how to structure your business even when you're starting. So my next question is there a possibility to convert your business into a different structure, even if you started as a sole proprietor? Is there an option to convert it to an LLC or to a corporation later down the road?
Yeah, yes. If you're a DBA and you want to convert to an LLC, yes, you can. Pretty much you just go through your state and you register that business and you move from DBA to LLC, and once that is done, then you can get your EIN number, which is employer identification number, instead of operating under your social. Yes, so definitely you can. And also, as for going on to a corporation, if you decide to go as a major corporation on your state level, yes, you can as well from a DBA. I mean, DBA is the simplest, meaning that doing business as you can. You understand that? And even if you have an LLC, you can still have multiple DBA under that particular LLC. That is what actually make it really, really amazing when you decide to be an LLC. So you can have a multiple DBA under that LLC, meaning that this business is doing business as this. And that LLC's umbrella protect all your DBA. So yes, absolutely. You can go from DBA to an LLC. Yes.
So thank you for that clarification. Let me ask. So when you have your LLC and you have multiple DBAs under the umbrella of the LLC, do you have to have an EIN for each of the DBAs?
No, you just need a single EIN number because other companies, they're just going to be a subsidiary to that EIN number. So you only need one. Even if after you've gotten your LLC and you went to the quarters and say, oh, I'm an LLC and I need a DBA, they register that DBA under the LLC. So you only need a single EIN number.
So what's the difference between having an LLC or a DBA or doing business as and trade names?
Trade name is the same as DBA. Let's say, for instance, now we have a business that is called Doba Corporation LLC. Now, under Doba LLC, there is now like a multiple businesses. Like you have, let's say, Deborah Enterprises
Mm-hmm.
under Doba Corporation. So
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty much means that Doba Corporation has a trade name as Deborah Enterprises. That's what
Mm-hmm.
DBA means, meaning doing business as. Does it make sense?
Yes.
So you can
Mm-hmm.
have so it's like you have all this big corporation and they have a subsidiaries under them, meaning that these little companies or this big company, they all belong to these parent companies.
Mm-hmm.
This makes Is
Yes,
that
it's
clear?
making sense. Yeah,
It
it
makes
helps a
sense.
lot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, okay, this is our corporation, but we have all these businesses under this corporation that are doing different type, that are into different things. That's why you could see Target doing they are doing different type of business, right? It's because you can have that other businesses under one LLC.
Okay.
That's why you can have a one corporation and they're into multiple enterprises that they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does it make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. So tell me, the PPP, are they still taking applications? And also, okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah, they're still taking application, yes.
So, what will be one recommendation for those that haven't applied for the PPA and they're probably eligible? What do you recommend? And do you help with that?
Yes, absolutely. We do help with that, with PPP loan application. The first thing is if you are still interested in applying for PPP, make sure that if you haven't filed your 2019 taxes, make sure that you filed it because a lot of lenders, they're requesting for it. And then also make sure that you have your bank statement for 3 months in place before February because the PPP is based on the pandemic. So a lot of lenders, they're requesting for your bank statement before the pandemic start, which is
Mm-hmm.
in March. So you have to be able to have bank statement from December, January, and February to be qualified. And then also, if you are not an LLC, you have to have your payroll. So they're also requesting for payroll taxes, which is your 941 from 2018 or for the first quarter of 2020.
Okay, so for those that haven't applied yet and still need help or have questions, Adeola is available. You can see her information scrolling at the bottom there. Get in touch with her. She will be able to help you. She has a lot of experiences in this field. That's what she does for a living. And don't be there trying to understand and handle everything. It can be overwhelming. That's why she's here to help you. And she specializes in that. She's helped a lot of small and medium businesses. Don't worry about your location. She's in the US and she'll be able to assist you. That way you can benefit from that resource. So still talking about finances and taxes, we have people watching. Um, we have John Wedraugo, Desiree, I have Blondine, I saw a few others. If you guys have questions, please let us know. type up your question and I'll be able to see it. If you're watching from the Meet an Entrepreneur page, I'll be able to see it and post it on the screen. If you're watching from a different place, I'll be able to see it from two different platforms, a seal and one other group. And Adeola, I believe you are also sharing on your other page. Please um, keep checking if there are questions. That way we can make sure to address those questions. And I have John say here, very informative session. Thank you for sharing this with us, Adeola. Definitely, I will not be able to post this on the screen because it's coming from a group's page. But if you're watching from the Meet an Entrepreneur page, I'll be able to bring it to the screen so that everybody sees it. And we are also broadcasting on YouTube. So those that are watching from YouTube, I'll be able to see the comments and questions as well. So we are here to answer questions about finances, taxes, the proper business structure for your business, um, applying for the PPP. We will be able to answer and address those questions as well. So tell me, July 15. What does it represent for businesses here in the US this year, 2020?
It's actually July the 15th. That is when that is the new tax deadline due to the pandemic, due to COVID-19. IRS moved the deadline from April 15 to July 15 to give people more time to file their taxes. So now you need to get out there and make sure that you file on time. You don't want to wait on an extension because you automatically just been given 3 months deadline. So I will encourage everyone, if you have not filed your taxes, it is very, 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 very important. Go ahead and file your taxes, okay? Before July the 15th. That is the new deadline.
Mhm. So if you are watching, or if you just connect, this is Meet an Entrepreneur, and today we have Adeola. She is an expert in taxes, accounting, finances. We talk about the fundamentals, cleaning your books, having your books ready, all the necessary statements. And she mentioned QuickBooks if you need help. QuickBooks is there, but the most important is to have a very good and excellent accountant, and she's here to help you. If you need help with your books, if you need help with your business, don't hesitate to get in touch with her. You will see her information scrolling at the bottom of the screen. We talk about the PPP, which is one among other resources that is available for businesses due to the pandemic. We talk about the EIDL, some of the things to pay attention to, some of the things to have ready in order to qualify for these resources. We also talk about business structures. So if you have additional questions, please let us know and we will make sure we address them. We just talk about the new deadline, July 15 this year, due to the pandemic, which is the extension of the deadline to file your taxes. And Adeola is here to help you. It's very important to take advantage of the extension and make sure you file your taxes the proper way as a business owner or even as an individual here in the US. So tell us, what has been the most challenge that you've encountered throughout the years of practice, Adeola?
I would say that, I mean, challenge. It will actually be, small business businesses not having their book in orders. I will tell you,
Mhm.
they pay, their expenses not in orders, not just being organized. And I know it's a lot, and
Mhm.
that's why you have accountant. That's why you have bookkeepers, bookkeepings to do that for you. It's very,
Mhm.
very, very, very important in the long run. I mean, a lot of small businesses don't fully understand that the importance of having your book together, making sure that your books are together, they're organized, your statement are together. A lot of small businesses don't understand that. It is when they're trying to apply for a loan to keep running the business, that's when they run into different type of problems, or
Mhm.
even when filing their taxes, or they requested for some sort of information from them when they're trying to do businesses with other corporation or other businesses, then they realize that they don't have their things together. That has been the most challenges that I've seen in practice and I know what is it like as an entrepreneur, trying to
Mhm.
keep up with your books, but it's very, very, very important. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to keep it right, because failures to do that will cost you more in the long run in
Mhm.
taxes and other resources. So that
All
is.
right, we will take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue talking about taxes, business structures, PPP, and the most important thing as a business, why do you need an accountant? Don't go away. Just give us 20 seconds and we'll come back. All right, welcome back. If you just connected, this is Meet an Entrepreneur, and we are talking about finances and taxes. Our very special guest, her name is Adeola. I'll bring her back to the camera. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here with us. We do have a question, and the question is from John Wedraugo, and he said, what are the most important criteria when looking for a good accountant?
Well, that's well, I mean, I mean, the most important things when you're looking for a good accountant is, I'll say, go in and talk to that person, even before you decide to pick them or choose them to handle your most important critical part of your business. Schedule an appointment with them
Mhm,
and meet up with them, see how they relate with you, ask questions, um, ask question, tell them about your business, your goals, your long-term goals, and how they will be able, if they fit into your type of business.
mhm,
Because there's a different type of businesses, and a lot of accountant, our specialties are different. There are people that specialize in pretty much taxes, just taxation. They're very good with it. And there are people that they're so good with looking at your book, and they can tell you where you're using money and things like that. And there are people that they specialize in international accounting. People that have business operation in different type of in different countries. You
mhm,
understand? So different. So you have to go and talk to that person, interview them, see if there's someone you can work with. Do you trust this person to handle your financial statement, which is very, very important? Ask questions. It just depends and see if they're the right fit for your company, and make sure they're also competent. Ask them whether they go to school, what is their background, and tell them what you're looking for. I feel like that is very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
Look up their reviews, their past clients, look at the type of clients that they've worked with in the past.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you so much for that answer. I have another question that is from Didi. Didi is, do you only answer questions about businesses? One of her friends asked her last time about taxes when it comes to tax refund. They still haven't received the refund yet. And when they check IRS, their website says it's in process. What should they do? So the question is, this is not a question regarding businesses, but somebody filed for the tax refund and they haven't received it yet. It's June. When they check the IRS website, it says it's still in process.
Yeah, thanks for that question. I would tell you that has been because of everything that is going on, because of COVID-19, there's been
Mhm,
a delay with the IRS in
mhm,
processing taxes. So a lot of people that have filed from February, they haven't received their refund as well. And when you check their website, it will tell you still in process, which is true. One of the things you can do, you can call the IRS, find out what is going on. There could be a numbers of things that is wrong, different things that is wrong. It could be maybe they're waiting to do identity theft, and usually, or something, maybe something is wrong. Usually, when something is wrong, that's when you say that still in process for a long time. And when it is more than 60 days, they will send you a letter to let you know what is going on, whether they're still reviewing it, what is causing the delay. You understand? So your friends should look out for their mail, for their letters, and see whether they've tried to reach out to him or her about delay, what is causing delay, or he or she can just call the IRS to
mhm.
find out why is it taking too long,
Okay.
But that is not uncommon. That has happened a lot during this tax season, particularly because
Mhm,
a lot of things that is going on. And IRS also they were on lockdown as well. Operation center wasn't working,
mhm,
and they're just resuming back operation. Okay,
mhm,
so you can call them, look out for their letter, just be a little bit more patient with
mhm.
them.
Okay.
And once everything is fully back in normal, they're working, they're expediting the process.
Mhm. Okay, so let us know if you got your answer, Didi. And also, John, let us know if you guys have any follow-up questions. That way, we will make sure we address them. I don't see any other questions. I'm checking all the pages and the groups where this broadcast is being shared. I don't know if you have any questions on your end, Adeola.
No, not at all.
Okay, not at all. So one question that, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the questions. If you are watching this in replay, please put hashtag replay. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment box. We'll come back and address them. Thank you so much. When John asked his question um, about how to choose an accountant, that brought something to me, to my mind, that I would like to make sure I communicate to everyone. It is very important to have a good relationship with your accountant.
Absolutely.
When starting a business and you find one excellent accountant, make sure you build that relationship with them, because in a long run, when your business is growing, you will need them. You need someone that understands your vision and they have been there from the beginning and they know the operations, they can help you. That's very important. Do you have a comment regarding that, Adeola?
Yes, yes, and thank you for bringing that up. I think that's very, 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 very important. Even not just only, yeah, you need to build a relationship with your accountant. That goes a long way. Even your tax person. So when they see a potential error, they could easily be there for you. You know, your relationship with your accountant or your tax accountant goes a long way and also determine the success of your business.
Mhm,
Yeah. So
mhm.
I totally agree with that. Yes.
Thank you so much for putting the emphasis on that. Thank you so much. So, do you want to tackle anything else?
That's it. And just say, hey, file your taxes. July 15th is the deadline. If you have any question, don't hesitate to reach us. We're specialized in taxes, in taxation, and we'll be glad to help you.
Well, thank you so much, Adeola, for being on the show today. It's a privilege, it's an honor to have you. Taxes, business structures, how do I begin, and what do I need to know? Those are questions that come oftentimes. Those are things that entrepreneurs they ask all the times, regardless of how long they've been in business. We always have questions about taxes, the IRS, finances, the books, and that's why Adeola is here to help. You can see her information scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you reach out to her. Make sure you contact her for help. She is available to help you. Thank you so much again, Adeola. If you are watching and you have questions, please leave the questions in the comment box and we will make sure we address them. Thank you for being on the show with us today. Have a good
Thank you
evening.
for having me. Awesome. Bye, everyone. Thank you.